Are you looking for a no-contact tarot reading? Pick a card and let's find out his thoughts and feelings while you're in a no-contact situation. I'm Rosetta. You're choosing from card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, and stay to the very end of this video where I'll also be choosing an oracle card for you as well. Timestamp for the oracle card reading will be at the end of your group reading, and timestamps for group 1, group 2, and group 3 will be in the timestamp below, as will all of the information on the decks that I use in all of my readings, including today's reading. All right, let's go. Welcome, group 1. This is a group tarot reading. That means that not everything in this reading may apply specifically to you. As I pull the cards for you, if you're not feeling like they apply to your situation, because it's a group reading, please check out my reading for group 2 or group 3 instead, which may resonate better with you. If you're interested in a much more accurate one-on-one personal reading with me, you can find out more about that in the description below. All right, let's see what we have for you. The card you chose is the Hierophant. Okay, so this is meaning that either you or the other person, one of the two of you, is really wanting to control the relationship between you. And that is not sitting well with the other person. Okay, now we've also got a fortune stick, which I will get to at the very end of this group. But first, let's pull the cards for you. All right, group 1, let's see what we've got. All right, behind the situation, the Sun, 4 of Pentacles underneath. Let's see what we've got going forward. All right, so what is his or her thoughts? What are the feelings while you're not in contact? Well, this person has very positive feelings toward you. So the main roadblock here is if you are the person that was trying to push the other person to make a decision or to do something, to make your relationship more serious, or if it happens not to be a romantic relationship, then there was a certain coercion on your part about getting the other person on board with a project, or just wanting to, it's like you already may know that the other person is not into whatever it is, but you're finding so hard to let it go. Okay, the Hierophant as depicted in this deck is the crow holding a key. And so it's the essence of the crow is to be running after shiny objects, collecting things, collecting people sometimes. However, the meaning of the Hierophant card is just more someone who wants to be in control, someone who thinks it's their divine right, so to speak, to call the shots, or that they always know better than other people. All right, so that's what we're looking at here. We're seeing that you and the other person have had a very happy relationship in the past. Underneath here, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, so that might even be that I'm reading this card as you, but you can also transpose this if you're finding that this card relates to the other person more. But the person depicted by this card is really concerned with their financial security, or really concerned about money, or wanting to control money. So maybe part of this relationship is one person has one idea about money and how to manage the finances. If you're in a marriage relationship or have been in a serious relationship, it's likely that there was really a difference of opinion, and it had to do with perhaps career, but also money. One of the partners wanted the other person to be more successful, or to be more serious in the practical elements of life. If you guys can both come to an agreement we see the Ten of Pentacles being the outcome. So we see a very happy relationship if you can resolve the difficulties. Now, if you're not asking about a romantic relationship, we still see a very happy partnership, but it's just that both people have to be willing to compromise and learn from each other, because both people here have some wonderful things to teach each other and have a cross-pollination there. All right, let's see what your fortune stick is. So we have number 14 here. And so these fortune sticks, the fortune is good for the day on which you happen to view this. And what we have here is your luck for today. There's a little rhyme associated with each of these sticks. And the rhyme here is sign no contract, write no letter. Tomorrow's luck will be much better. But we also see that the overriding fortune here is you will get your wish in 1 week. So it's possible, in terms of the question that you asked, or the topic you were interested in, which is, what is the other person thinking in terms of this no contact arrangement that you have going on right now? In other words, you're taking some time off. If after some time off, both people are willing to have an honest discussion about these things, then within even as little as a week, you may see a change. Okay, that's what I have for you. Right down here, I'm going to tell you where to go at the end of this video, where I'm going to pull oracle card for you as well. So do check that out if you want to have a little bit different supplemental advice to what we had in the tarot reading. All right, blessings, everyone. Welcome, group 2. So as I'm shuffling the cards for you, just please do note that this is a group tarot reading. So some things in it may apply to you. Other things will apply to another viewer, but as I lay out the cards, if it doesn't seem to be speaking to your situation at all, again, because it's a group reading, you might want to check out the reading for group 1 or group 3, which may apply to you more. And a lot of the viewers often say that more than one reading applies to them in different ways, so that might be happening for you as well. All right, and at the very end of this Group 2 reading, I'm going to be posting a timestamp for an oracle card draw as well. And you might be wondering, what's this stick here? That is a fortune-telling stick, and I'm going to be reading that for you as well. But first, let's see what we've got going on in the no contact situation. What can we learn? What is the other person thinking? The card you chose is the Hermit. All right, so either you or the other person is really wanting some quiet time and time out right now. So let's pull some cards and see the reasons why. Okay, so this person has been through something. We may have to pull some additional cards here. And is having trouble getting over that situation. Okay, the basis of the situation, we've got the Two of Cups, so I definitely need to see some clarification there, because is that relating to your relationship? Or is that relating to, is there someone else in the picture? All right, we see that it's not that someone else is in the picture. What we see is that formerly, in the opinion of the other person, this was a very happy relationship. And then suddenly, he or she started feeling from you that your vibe had changed. That you just, at first, you were a loving and supporting person in the other person's life, and then it just seemed like, perhaps because of things going on in your own life, because here we see the basis of the situation. We have the Nine of Swords. So I'm going to say that this Nine of Swords is applying more to you than the other person. It's possible that you've been wearing the other person out with all of the things that you've been going through. So at this point, you're going to know, does this sound like your situation, or should you check out the reading for group 1 or group 3? Okay, so this is the situation we're looking at here. There's no other person that your person is interested in. It's more that he or she is just worn out by what you've been going through, negative experiences or happenings in your life that you're just having so much trouble getting through to the other side of. And it may be that you're feeling like, well, this person should be more supportive to me, but he's feeling like he's already been so supportive and he just cannot. This is now affecting his mental health. This is now affecting his emotional health. So what we see going forward in the future is, and I need more cards on this one too. So we see a new beginning of some kind, but what is happening here? So does this new beginning, now what we see here though is where it was the Two of Cups, it was the Lovers. Now the new beginning we see though is, a little bit more tentative, let's say. There's going to be a chance for a new beginning. But is this with my person who I'm reading for right now? Is it something else? Okay, is it the person I'm reading for right now? Okay, so there's a choice here. So this is going to sound kind of ominous, but I have to read them as I see them. Okay, so yes, there is a chance for you, but you have to get out of this situation before there can be another chance with this person. So if you're still bound up in the struggles and you're still expecting that someone else is going to be the soft place for you to fall and is going to keep picking you up and keep trying to cheer you up, that's not going to happen. So one way or another, it's the relationship, if we're talking about a romantic relationship here, which is the only way I can really read this. So let's just say we are talking about a romantic relationship here. So this person is going to be in a relationship. It's either going to be with you or it's going to end up being with someone different. But he wants someone, and this person could be you. This is going to be your call and your decision to make about how serious you're going to be about healing from whatever situations and getting back in control of your life on your own. If you can do that, then this relationship can get a fresh start. If you can't do that, someone else is likely to be coming into the picture. All right? And I don't even want to get into time frames at this point in a general reading like this. I feel it's irresponsible to try to do that. But if you want to have a one-on-one reading with me on this subject at that point, because it'll be just you, we can talk about what is the time frame here. How much time do you have if you want to repair this relationship? All right, now let's get into the fortune stick here. And we've got number 49. And these fortune stick readings are said to be good for the day on which we are reading them. Okay, so this is your luck for today, and they have these little rhymes. So the rhyme for number 49 for today is, today the number 49, the fates declare, is very fine. So on the day that you're viewing this video, I think you have good luck for anything that you want to try. However, in terms of the relationship question, it also says, no chance for your wish today. So if you're wondering whether you can get that, whether this person will contact you today, whether you can repair this today, if you're kind of anxious, you want to see this turn around really fast, maybe you've been in a no contact situation for a while, the fortune stick is actually in line with this reading that you need to do some repair work first in your own situation and happiness before this can happen. But overall, this is a lucky day for you. So a good day to get started on whatever you need to do to repair this relationship. Again, not contacting the person, but just going deep within yourself and thinking, oh, how have I put pressure on this relationship? How can I heal what needs to heal on my own or with the help of others, but not putting the pressure on this relationship anymore. Okay, now right down here, there's going to be a timestamp letting you know where to go to get also your oracle reading within this video. Blessings, everyone. Welcome, group 3. So as you know, this is a group tarot reading, so that means that not everything in this reading will likely apply to you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you find as I lay out the cards, it doesn't seem like it depicts your situation at all, again, because it's a general group reading, please check out instead the readings for group 1 or group 2, which may apply more to your situation. Okay, and you may be wondering, what is this? We're also going to do a fortune stick reading for you at the very end of this group 3 reading. Let's see what the mystery card is for you. So we're looking at the Chariot here. So remember, we're reading on, you're in a timeout situation, you're in a no contact situation with someone, and what are his or her thoughts and feelings right now? All right, so let's see what the Chariot is saying to us. All right, Chariot, you know, normally the person's ready to go. All right, so this of all the 3 readings, we need the most clarification on. All right, so is the Chariot card applying to the other person, or is it applying to the person I'm reading for right now? Okay, it's applying to the other person. Let's put these guys over here. So and we also got, for the other person, the Hermit card with the lamp. So the person who's seeking the truth, he's seeking. Let's interpret the Hermit card in a couple of different ways. If this has been a situation where you have done something wrong that has made this timeout happen, who has made the other person say, you know, he really needs his space. Okay, so if it's something that you have done, then the other person is going to want, at some point, in order to start communication again, the person is going to need to see that he can trust you, that you have changed, that you really see what was wrong in what you did. Okay, so that's one scenario, not the only scenario. Right? So he's feeling that he has been deprived of his power as a person, right? So the magician needs the facts in order to operate in his or her full power. And when someone feels that they have been hoodwinked, or that a situation, it's not even necessarily a lie, or something that you did, but if the other person feels like, well, I thought she was this kind of person, and now I find out that what I thought about her is not really true. All of this might have been going on with it in the other person's head. It might not be that you did anything, but the person feels like now the blindfold comes off of his eyes, and so now, did I ever really know her? Is this really the situation that I thought it was? He's almost beating himself up on his own lack of judgment here. So what I want to say is, these kinds of situations can arise where it's not that you may or may not have done something, okay? So some of you may have cheated. Some of you may have told a lie that you thought was not such a terrible lie. But some of you may have done nothing at all wrong. It's just how we build other people up within our own minds. You know, oftentimes when we're infatuated, we attribute all kinds of wonderful qualities to another person, and then we find out when the initial infatuation wears off, we find out, oh gosh, why did I convince myself that he or she was like this? Well, they're not. It's like you make up things within your mind sometimes, right? But here we have going forward the King of Cups. So he's looking for a love relationship in one way or another. So the Chariot, he's ready to move forward. He's ready to be in a relationship. But will it be you? Let's find out. Let's pull a couple extra cards. Okay, so he is ready, but can we bring this relationship back from being a disillusionment from him to, can he still be interested? Is this still a good match? Okay, is this still a good match? Let's ask that. Yeah, we see it's not a great match. Can he come back? Possibly. Yeah, so we see this one. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we don't see this one turning around. All right, so let's just see, is there a better, I always like to leave this on a good note. What's coming up for the person I'm reading for here? So what can we say to my person here? All right, once again, probably not something that people want to hear because they always want their love relationships now and they always want them to be easy and perfect and fun. Who doesn't, okay? But we see that you're going through a period. We've got the Two of Swords, we've got the Devil card, we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So we see you're going through a difficult season for relationships. So you are much better off pursuing almost any other aspect of your life, enjoying anything that is going well for you right now, and just personally taking a little bit of time out, because even if you start dating another person, even if there's possibly two people in the picture, we're just not seeing love going smoothly. We're seeing that the next people that you are likely to date or be involved with are going to be sort of the same situation that you've just gone through, except now you're going to be the one who's going to say, well, I thought he or she was like this, and now I find out that it's totally opposite to what I thought. So a good thing to take a little bit of a time out. And once again, I don't do timelines in these group readings, but if you're interested in knowing, well, when and how can I meet the right person and all of these things, that is a good topic for scheduling a one-on-one reading with me where it can be personal to you. You can find out more about that in the description below. But let's now go to your fortune stick, and we've got number 56 here. Number 56, each of these has a little rhyming aphorism. They're supposed to be good only for the day on which you're viewing this particular reading. So your luck for today, if you should draw a 56 with total strangers, do not mix. Okay, isn't that funny how it's kind of similar to a couple of the cards you drew? But just for today, don't put yourself in the way of going out on a spur-of-the-moment date with someone you don't know, or listening to the advice of a total stranger. So just watch out for people that you don't know today. And then it also gives you a very hopeful message that you may get your wish later on. Okay, so we see the opportunity for a really positive and good relationship, just not right now. So definitely this time out with the other person, remember, it's a time out for you too. All right? So remember, if this particular reading didn't resonate, please check out Group 1 and Group 2. Each of the 3 readings today were very, very different. And why not stay with me right now if this did resonate in some way, because I'm going to do my oracle card pulls real quick. So stay with me. Here we go. All right, guys, so information on all of the oracle cards and links to all of the oracle cards and tarot decks that I use are in the description. And the deck today, because you'll find a whole bunch of decks below, deck today is the Divine Abundance Oracle cards. And these are great if you also like spiritual messages, but I'm going to just interpret the overall keywords on the cards today and keep it nice and quick, but you will be able to read the full message if you want to. Okay, group 1, group 2, group 3, let's do it. Guys, do stick around to the very end of this reading because YouTube is going to show you what they think is my video that you will enjoy watching the most. Okay, group 1, we've got flow. So for the week ahead from when you view this, think about getting into the flow instead of trying to schedule things so much. So Spirit is saying, be willing to let things happen. Be willing to just see what comes up next. Be willing to not feel that you have to control things that happen. So that's your advice from Spirit for the upcoming week from whenever you view this. Group 2, clearing. So what's one key thing that you really feel like you need to clear out of your life in the next week or so? So just look at what obstacles, what stuck energy, what even clutter around the house do you feel like you need to clear just in order to get a feeling of a fresh start in your world, in your life? So that's your word from Spirit for the upcoming week from whenever you view this. Group 3, Divine Abundance. This is beautiful. And then we have a depiction of Goddess Lakshmi here. So Divine Abundance, be on the lookout for all of the ways that Spirit is trying to bring abundance and wealth into your world and your life. A lot of times, if we don't look for it, we miss the signs, okay? So, of course, nothing that is meant for you will ever miss you. But I believe you can either have it now or you can have it 10 or 20 years from now. So if there are blessings that are trying to come into your world, sit still a little bit and just ask Divine Spirit, what blessings are trying to come in and what do you need to do or undo in order to receive those blessings? And just be aware, be relaxed enough in your daily life that you are looking around you, that you are seeing what and who are trying to bless you, and say yes to those blessings. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, please subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And I always love to hear from you, so leave me a comment and give this video a like if you don't mind. Okay, looking forward to seeing you on my next video and sending you lots and lots of blessings. And see you next time.